Hello there. I just wanted to share some of the random things I've noticed about the Chaos Dwarves. You might know a lot of this already, but these are just some of the first observations I made when the DLC first came out. I'll start by looking at some of the units on the roster. I wanted to see if the Hobgoblins are in fact bigger than their goblin counterparts, and if you look closely you can tell they are just a little bit bigger. The Lamassu is described in the unit and spell browser as having a powerful mace-tipped tail, when it actually doesn't. They're more like a lion's tail. It's like a whip, if anything. But that's okay, because the Great Taurus have whatever the frick that is. So I did the quest battles for the new lords right from the main menu. Astragoth's quest for the Black Hammer is one where you're defending a supply train as it's being attacked. The leader of the attackers is Butch Cassidy, which I didn't think too much about until I noticed that the name of one of the ogre hunters is the Sundance Kid. And then I realized that this was a reference to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which is an old movie about two outlaws who rob trains. So, pretty cool reference, and really cool quest battle. Now, the Chaos Dwarves have a lot of great new items and abilities. Zatan's Sadistic Snare is the longest snare in the game, at a whopping 33 seconds. Phantasmagoria Overcast is the second longest behind that, at 22 seconds, but the snare actually gives a minus 24 melee defense debuff. To make up for how powerful it is though, the cast range of it is really short. And the Overseer has the Black Gem of Nar. It gives him invulnerability for 13 seconds, but also means he cannot attack either. He can attack, but if he's on a mount, the mount can attack. So, as you see here, the bull is getting a few attacks in. The health of the halberd's going down a little bit. So, could be useful in a pinch. And the Sorcerer has the Demon Flask of Ashok. It's a one-time use vortex damaging spell around the caster. It seems a little bit expensive, but if you manage to get your Great Taurus stuck, you can actually use the shockwave of this spell to help you break free, which is useful if you want to be aggressive with your bull. And I saved the more technical stuff for the end, such as how long does it take for the Blazing Body ability to reach its maximum threshold? Well, you have to be in sustained combat for a total of 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That's 1% every 5 seconds if you want the full physical resist and damage reflection. Zatan's Boundless Cruelty is a leadership debuff that increases in effect the more bodies are nearby, the more entities. So I've got 2 units of the Tithe here, which has 200 zombies in it each. So see his effect, or his intensity is 50%, and the maximum of -8 leadership with a total of 400 bodies nearby, which is pretty fitting because it shows how he's like dominant when facing rabble type units. And last but not least is Astragoth and the Stone Mantle, which will give him more physical resist at the cost of speed the more damage he takes. For this to be maxed out, he has to be at half health for the full 30% and -10 speed. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and have fun out there with the Chaos Dwarves.